Types of selling. Hi there, welcome back. Today let's discuss the 3 types of selling. First and foremost is upselling. This type of selling means selling the customer more of your services than originally requested, or a better, more expensive service in the same area. For example, the customer may come in looking for a hoe, and you suggest a rotor-tiller would be much easier on his or her back and faster too. Next is cross-selling. This means selling the customer an additional item or items that complement the original request. For example, you may suggest that while the customer is getting a new car loan, they may want you to do a consolidation of their other loans. And finally, value-added selling. Historically, value-added is a concept in which a company purchases raw materials and does something to these materials that adds value to the buyer. Value-added refers to how the seller changes, enhances, or improves the basic product to increase its value to the buyer. The salesperson finds out what is of value to the buyer and then finds ways to increase the value of the offering. Value-added is a philosophy that acknowledges there are 2 sets of needs in any sale. Your buyer has a need to solve a problem, and you have a need to sell a product or a service for a profit. In a value-oriented sales environment, both of you achieve your goals. The value-oriented salesperson is constantly looking for ways to enhance his or her product, service, or company for the buyer while preserving his or her margins. When you embrace this philosophy, you are making a big commitment. You are making a commitment to your company by leveraging your sales time well. You are pursuing your commitment to sell more profitably. You are slowly making a commitment to your buyer to actively seek ways to increase the value of your offering to her. You are also making a commitment to yourself, a commitment to realize the performance potential within you. Remember, value is in the eye of the beholder. Value is determined by a buyer's unique set of factors, and we value other things besides price. As Mark Twain said, it's the difference of opinion that gives us the horse race. Debrief. Why don't all salespeople sell from a value-added point of view? Facts and myths. There are some myths about value-added selling. They include: some believe that value-added selling only applies to very complex technical sales. Wrong. Some of the most successful value-added organizations sell a commodity identical to those of 4 or 5 other companies in the area. They have learned how to differentiate or package their product. Some people think that only the product can have value added. Both the salesperson and the vendor can add value to the product. This kills the myth that only managers or those high up the chain of command can design and deliver added value for customers. Wrong again. Some people think that because it's not unique, it doesn't count. And of course, there are salespeople who remain silent about some of the special features or benefits of their product because everyone could say the same about their product. One example is the cell phone that can offer travelers some protection against being stranded along the road. Yes, every cell phone has that benefit, but not all companies or salespeople talk about that benefit. Phases of the value-added sale. In the value-added sale, there are 3 distinct phases. Phase 1 is the planning or pre-call phase. This is where you study the client, make your appointment, and set your objectives. Phase 2 is the implementation stage. This is where you make the sales call and interview the buyer thoroughly. You determine his or her needs and tailor your presentation of features and benefits to address those needs specifically, and you ask for the business. The implementation phase can be 1 or several calls. Phase 3 is the follow-up stage, where you assure buyer satisfaction, assuage buyer remorse, and review your calling effort.